Hello, National Gardening Association members. This is Dave, and I am going to continue our video tutorial sessions with a tutorial on how to update your homepage. Now, when you go to garden.org, you're going to see the stuff that we think maybe is the most interesting for the most people. So we try to feature a new article. Every day or two, we'll change this out with a link to a different article. So this is today's article is how to deal with deer, which is something that gardeners struggle with. Whatever today's most popular photo. This is basically like the little features area. Currently, it shows you what's the most popular photo today, which is always awesome. Other little news, things like the raffles going on right now. So we've got that. That's considered to be the little feature number 2. And then, I've got these little links to nice things, little tools that you might like in NGA. And then, we got things like popular pages and today's inspiration, which John always makes these in cooperation with other members. Like here's Jay Morth's photo, and he takes this cool little quote that Trish gave him, and upcoming events, and and down here, of course, here's the recent ideas, featured plants, system message notifications. If you've got any new threads that are in your thread watcher, and new stuff has come up, it would be about right here. Recently popular photos. This is sort of like newer photos from like the last week based on how many thumbs they've got. So this beautiful picture here has 30 thumbs. So it's, of course, the most popular one right now. And, new photos from the database, new landscape photos from the, the multi-plant landscape pictures, plant performance reports, plant logs, recently given acorn tips, recent threads. So as you can see, it's a lot to see. That's the home page, and it's just a tremendous amount. And we've tried to order this in the way that we think makes the most sense. Now, you might not care at all about today's article. Maybe you don't care about articles. Maybe you don't care about today's popular photo. Maybe you already know about these tools because you know to access them from up here in the tools menu, so you don't want to take up valuable real estate for these things. Maybe you don't care about our popular pages. Maybe you don't care about the upcoming events. Maybe you care a great deal about the community ideas and you want to see those near the top. So what you can do is you can actually edit this, which is very, very cool. So what you do is go to the home page and scroll to the bottom and click on Customize Your Home Page. Now, you cannot do this on a phone. You need to have a mouse and you need to be able to drag and drop. So this is basically how it works. As you can see, I've got these rows and I've got columns, and so inside of each row I've got, so like, here's the main article, here's the announcement and news, here's the cool NGA feature 1, 2, 3, and 4. You recognize these from the home page. I'm going to go ahead and open up a new tab back to the home page, and so here's those 4 things, and here's those 4 things. You can actually drag and drop this stuff. So like I can take the second one and make it go away, reload the home page, and now it's gone. So you can actually rearrange stuff. So like you could put, for example, all these, let's put them under the main article, and let's just see what happens if I do that. Dragging and dropping the stuff in, go back to the home page, refresh, and there they are. There's the article, and there's the features underneath. Pretty cool. Now, so what I really recommend that people do, scroll to the bottom and click on Clear Your Dashboard and Start Over. Yes. Okay, now there's nothing there. If you go back to the home page, it's like, I get the default, right? Because I've cleared it. In fact, yes, okay. Right, so if you go to the home page with an empty dashboard, it'll reset it back to what it originally was. So if you really mess up, you can always clear it, go back home, and it'll repopulate it with all the default things. But we don't want to repopulate it. So we've cleared it, it's empty. And now let's add a new row with 2 columns. Okay, if you can kind of visualize what that's going to be, just 2 columns here. And then maybe I care about, well, the watcher notifications, right? That would be things like you have a new system message, something in your thread watchers new, things like that. And maybe I care about the recent threads. Okay. Notice how this list here on the left is longer than my page can see. Well, you can zoom out, do a control. For me, I hold the control key and then I use my mouse wheel. So you can scroll out and then we'll be able to see things better. Okay, so right now I've got the recent threads and I've got the watcher notifications. Let's put the featured plants below that. And then over here on the right side, I want my watched forums list. It's a pretty big list. And maybe the, you know what? Let's not do the watched forums. Let's do the inspirational stuff. That's fun. And what else? Just here, recent ideas. Everybody likes the recent ideas. There we go. And you can see I'm just dragging and dropping. Couldn't be easier. Okay, let's go see what that looks like now. Reload the home page. There. Okay, so I have a new system message. Now it's at the top. Recent threads is at the top. Today's inspiration is up here at the top. Featured plants, community ideas, just like you see right here. So now you can add another row with, let's add a row with 4 columns. There we go. And then in column number 1, we'll put the recent acorn tips. Actually, you know what? Let's do pictures. This will be fun. Okay, so let's see. Fun random plant image, fun landscape photo, fun random idea, and let's see. Where's the today's most popular? Oh, that's the that's underneath of the announcements and news. So let's put that as number 4, and then we will reload. And there we go. That's cool. I'm not sure I would leave it like that, but it's fun. So anyway, so you can kind of see how this thing works. You can play with it all you like. If you make a mistake, no problem. Just clear the dashboard. Yes, clear it. Don't be afraid to mess up. I mean, if you mess up, just start over again. One thing that's cool that I like to do is to make 2 columns and then put in the recently popular photos and the recent, not the recent popular photos, I want the recent database photos. There we go. Recent database photos and recent landscape photos. Side by side, it actually makes a pretty nice look because, you know, here's the new pictures from the database. And then let's see, you can add just 1 column and then that will stretch across the whole thing. So if you do that, and then let's just put in, let's actually move the database photos into that column, and then I'll just do like something like the tips here. And then notice how you don't have to save your changes. It automatically saves the changes for you. So here's those 2 columns, the two columns in that first row. And then down here is the recent images from the plant database that stretches across the whole thing. So as you can see, it's very straightforward, really easy to do. But if you have any questions, feel free to post in the forums and we'll be glad to help you. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.